Alright, so I was recently coaching a student and I was inspired to make this video because holy, this gets me mad. If you do not know how to hold leads in Dota, you're going to throw away free MMR. And that is exactly what this Legion does. And you might be like, well, Speed, I can already tell based on this Legion's item build, the fact that she has no tangos, that she's probably gonna lose the game. Even lose the lane. Joke's on you! She crushed the lane. She did very well, but she threw it all away. So I'm going to be telling you exactly how to keep your leads. What are the concepts you need to know to gain MMR in these situations? Because frankly, it's not necessarily that hard. It's just you make one wrong TP and voila, you ruin your match. But yeah, if you're excited for this video, please like and subscribe to help out your boy Speed. I appreciate it as always. I mean it. I really, really do. So I appreciate your support, guys. Thank you, and now let's get into the content. Something I've recently been doing has been experimenting with random heroes in the mid lane. I've played Beastmaster mid, Axe mid, Riki mid, Sven mid, and recently, going back to the point of the Sven, I just played Sven mid lane and did a VOD analysis for the main gameleap website. It was a really cool game because I managed to win my lane by applying core fundamentals I learned from other heroes onto Sven in the mid lane. In fact, I thought we were going to lose that game. We were 10k behind at some point, but because of good item timings and decision making, I was able to win it. So please click the link down below so you can check out that video. I put a lot of effort into it. It was a ton of fun to record and also to play. So yeah, click the link down below and I hope I see you guys there. So getting into this lane, I actually think the Legion's general positioning was quite good. I was actually overall impressed when I watched this replay back that she didn't like, it could have been worse, right? You know, the lane got pushed into her. That's great for Legion. That's probably the biggest mistake that was made by the enemy team in this lane. They didn't pull at all. So first things first, I just want to mention this as a side note. If you're a support player and you're watching this and you aren't pulling, my god, I actually despise you as a human being. Pulling is like the best thing in Dota. I'm actually so serious about this. It's unbelievably powerful, and even if you don't understand exactly when you should pull, it doesn't matter. Just go do it. You're gonna have so much more impact than you could ever believe. But yeah, let's keep going with this replay. So the cool thing about this lane is that the Legion commander gets off to this fantastic start because the enemy team didn't pull. She's last hitting great. Like, I'm giving props to this Legion. I'm serious. Last hitting very well for a 2v1 lane. That's great. That's great. You know, the 2 Wraith Bands, I'm gonna question a little bit. I don't understand why you'd buy 2 Wraith Bands, not 2 bracers, or at least like a headdress, which is like the best item in Dota, or like at least a Bassi so you can spam more press the attacks, or even a Soul Ring, as much as I don't like when people rush Soul Ring, like, man. But regardless, last hitting and denying, fairly okay. And as you're gonna see, now she has a 2-level lead on this PL, which is gonna allow her to apply a lot of pressure, especially with this maxed E build, which I don't think is that bad here. I think it's okay against PL. You could argue that she should be maxing the Q to deal with illusions when he gets it, but like, until this PL hits level 6, this build is far better for trading. Like, I genuinely believe that in terms of a 1v1 trade. So I don't mind this. It's just, is she gonna use it? And the answer ends up being yes. You can tell this Legion's applying a lot of pressure. And this Legion is, I believe, uncalibrated, could be a smurf, but like, based on these items and the general gameplay, I would say this is around a Legend or Archon player, right? And as you can see, gets a duel onto the PL, and it has a 3-level lead on him now. That's awesome, right? That's awesome. So how do you continue to push the lead? Because with the 3-level lead, there's no way you lose the lane anymore, right? Exactly. That's exactly what I want you guys to be thinking. There's no way I can lose my lane. There's no way PL should be able to lane. The Phantom Lancer should get nothing here. He should get nothing. And you're gonna be like, well, once again, the Legion, she's trading with the PL. That's awesome, right? And that's exactly what she should be doing. In fact, the PL, you know, he has some regen, so he can sustain through the lane a little bit. However, she could infinitely continue to trade with him because due to the fact that she maxed her Q, she's infinite HP as long as she draws creep aggro and tanks the creep wave. She could be hitting the PL at least 2 times more than she is, but overall, pretty good for now. But upcoming here is what I like to call the Doomsday TP. And frankly, it's not even that bad. However, everything that unfolds after it is a disaster. It's a disaster. So right here, got her Phase Boots, got her Wraith Bands. Pretty farm, right? Easily could crush this PL. Phase Boots, Wraith Bands, like very far ahead, level 9, easily could run at the PL. However, she immediately TPs, right? Doesn't get a kill. No big deal, will eventually, you know, manage to chase down the axe. That's great, right? That's great, gets the axe kill. It's not. This was the worst possible play this Legion could have made. This duel damage means absolutely nothing. Not only that, the Enigma ends up dying because of it, right? And they don't get anything more, right? This was terrible. look at what happened. What is the consequence of this TP? Phantom Lancer is doing whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. This Phantom Lancer is completely free farming. Who is the win condition of this team comp, guys? Who is the win condition? The Phantom Lancer. So why in the world would you go from a situation where you can kick the Phantom Lancer out of his lane, and when he goes to the jungle, out of his jungle to top lane where you can't, the only thing she can do is get a duel every so often. And now she has to contest farm with Medusa. Oh, great, because Medusa needed to be shut down even more. This level 6 Medusa with no, what is this, a support? I don't even know what I'm looking at. This is, but look, roam. Why is she doing this, man? This Legion could make the game so simple. It makes me so sad. And I know you guys are doing this too. Don't be like, ha ha ha, Legion, you're so bad. Oh my god, this Legion is so awful. I would never do. Yes, you would. Holy, I know you would do this. I know most of you do this, which is why I had to make this video. If you gather a lead and your hero is a lane dominator that can draw attention, bring the attention to you. Do not run around the map. That is the best way to stomp pubs, hands down. Bring the attention to you. If you are a mid laner and you crush mid, the easiest way to continue to have impact is to stay mid and continue to bring attention to you and farm around yourself, because you're gonna double your net worth, or I guess I should say CS, and you're gonna also shut down people as well as draw attention at the same time. It's so effective. And now I'm gonna ask the question again, guys. What do you think PL's doing? Wow! What do you know? He's hitting creeps. Great! I am so glad the PL took an advantage of this, because honestly, I am shocked that this PL didn't TP, right? I think most players wouldn't TP, but what do you know? This is a speed coaching student. Alright, I'm joking around a little bit, but it is, right? And so he continues farming. So he had a bad lane at first, right? Didn't play the lane properly, but all of a sudden this Legion, who had good CS, now it's 56 at 13 in a game where she could have 100. 100. I'm serious. 100. And not only that, right now she could have 100 CS, a wand, and like almost a full pipe. Then, what does the enemy team do to this Legion? Absolutely nothing. She takes no damage. Nothing. And the game is free. And now, in comparison to that game, we're going to be watching 7 minutes of Miracle Play Legion Commander. As you're going to see, very similar item build. Obviously, the wand there, because wand is a very important Legion item. You need mana. And bracers instead of Wraith Bands, because this is a good player. But the first thing you're going to notice is he has TP up, and the Mars is diving top. Does he TP to deal with the Mars? No. Could he have? Yeah, I would argue it'd be okay, because he could, then farm top, so he wouldn't be contesting farm with one of his cores. But then, at the same time, he would be forcing his TP to play bottom, right? He would be making this TP play into a Lich Morphling. How good is that for TP? Pretty awful. So you don't do that, right? Often ganking around your safe laner actually just makes their game worse. Moving on though, it's, 2 minutes past, and all he's doing is, farming the camp nearby. He now cuts the wave because he felt like the lane was hard, and he's doing okay. He's chilling. He even is able to participate in a kill, and you see how much attention they're bringing away from the TB? Away! The keyword there is away. I don't know if you realize that, but it's away, not towards. Because now my boy Watanabe, is that how you say that? Someone can tell me in the comments. But, yeah, he's free farming. And now this is the first time in the game where he doesn't TP bottom. Reason is the fight has basically collapsed after they kill this Lich. The fight will generally end, and he doesn't want to contest farm with the Void Spirit. Fine. He's not going to go contest farm with the Void Spirit. He sees a triple wave top, and he's willing to farm. Can you participate in fights this Legion? Yes, you can. It just depends if you can farm afterwards or not, is the major question I want you to ask yourself. You want to scale as Legion, and this applies to a lot of offlaners. Don't be like, oh my god, just another Legion specific. No, this applies to Axe, Centaur, Pango, Mars. It doesn't matter. You want to apply this concept to all the heroes. You don't have to have God CS, right? He doesn't have to have 100. Doesn't have to have the 102 of Terrorblade. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. You just want to balance, and you want to shut people down while you're doing it if you have that option to. And yeah, you're gonna notice he's kind of playing like a safe laner here, where he's going from wave to camp, then from, the camp to another camp, and he's really increasing his net worth, even being useful, taking an outpost. Wow. But what do you know, guys? You don't have to fight, man, for 10 minutes straight to win a Dota 2 match. In fact, it's the absolute opposite. And yeah, he makes a great play here, and this is my favorite kill in Dota. Keep this in mind, guys, and I'm going to basically end the video here because I want this to be drilled into your brain. You could be a carry player, an offlane player, a mid player. I don't care. These are my favorite kills in Dota, and I consider them high impact kills. The reason is you get a kill, instantly back into farming, and pickoffs are such a big deal in the early game. I love when people go for pickoffs all throughout Dota. It's such high impact because it's a quick little kill, it stops the Lich from farming, it gives him dual damage, and instantly into a full another creep wave unless he was getting ganked. It's miracles, so while killing the Lich, he's watching the minimap, right? That's how good he is. He's killing Lich, watching the minimap, saw the Monkey King coming, and the potential Mars, so he backs up. But that's the thing, guys. I'm just trying to show you that this whole idea that, like, oh, I'm playing party queue, and this is another reason why this stemmed to my head, but basically, what happened to my student is he's like, oh, you know, I'm playing party queue, and now I have to fight all the time with my team. You can fight, and you can 5-man. It's just about how you do it. Like, you see how he collapses on mid here? This is fast, and he didn't spend the last minute or 2 minutes setting this up. It's quick. He was farming a camp, thought his team wanted to connect, and so he collapses together. They collapse together. That's how you play fast, especially when you have an advantage. So just keep that in mind. Like, it can be a bit difficult, but the main concept here that I want you to think about is I split up the map, I split up the farm, and then we meet together at the closest possible point. So if one person is bottom and 3 people are mid, you meet up in the bottom side jungle, or, you know, the person bottom runs to mid. And then with a little bit of good fighting, they're able to win a fight. And that's where the video's gonna end. But hopefully you guys take a big message out of this, because this, in my opinion, is probably the most important concept for like keeping an advantage. And I really mean that. Like, keeping an advantage is one of those things that little more players really struggle with because they start fighting too much and they throw it away. They become too predictable. Hopefully that makes sense, where you become predictable, right? You go for a gank. What are they gonna do next? Huh? I wonder what little Jimmy, 3K player, is gonna do after he makes a mid gank. Is he gonna make another gank? Oh, what do you know? He's making another play, or they're pushing another tower. Like, sometimes farming makes you unpredictable. And that's for my video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned something from this. I was inspired to make the video. As you can tell, very passionate about this, but I really am. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and peace. Are you tired of being hard stuck at your rank? Over at gameleap.com, we have a library of hundreds of guides authored by pro players and coaches covering literally every aspect of Dota. Whether you're looking to master a new hero or role, or just polish up your existing skills, GameLeap is the proven place for competitive gamers to hone their craft and unlock their secret potential. Hit the link on screen right now, to take advantage of our special offer for a 25% discount, guys, 25%, and start your journey today.